We're here at Busch Gardens, Tampa Bay, and we're heading into Pantopia, getting ready to try out the Sandserpent, which is supposed to be a family-friendly thrill ride. I'm going to show you everything you need to know to make the most of this ride as a plus-size person or somebody with mobility, accessibility, cognitive, or sensory concerns. Let's try the ride. Before we get started with this video, I want to make sure I thank Busch Gardens for giving me a ticket to come here today so I can cover these rides for you. I also want to mention that I do have a link down below in the description where you can purchase your tickets for Busch Gardens in advance of your trip, and you can save as much as $25 per ticket. And when you use that link to purchase your tickets, a small commission comes to the Pammie Plus Parks channel so I can make great informational videos for you just like this one. Now, even though the Sandserpent is a family-friendly ride, it still does have some ride restrictions. Let's have a look at that real quick. Riders must be at least 6 years of age and 46 inches tall to ride. And if you're between 6 and 8 years of age and between 46 and 51 inches tall, you have to have somebody 14 years old or older riding with you. Just like any other thrill ride, they ask that you don't have high blood pressure, that you don't have any physical conditions that might be aggravated by a ride that has a little spinning or some drops, and they suggest that if you're pregnant, you don't ride this ride. So although it's not a very fast ride, there's enough motion to it and enough spinning that if you do have motion sickness, this might not be the ride for you. I'm not hearing any screams on this ride, so it doesn't seem like it's like scary thrilling, it just seems like it's fun. When you look at the faces of the people riding the ride, they seem to be smiling and having a good time. This is really a good ride to take your little ones on, maybe a really good ride as their first roller coaster. I won't be allowed to film on this ride because I don't have a style of camera that allows me to harness the camera to my body, but I will tell you what my experience is like right afterwards. I almost forgot to share with you my sizes. That will help you decide whether or not this will work for you if you're a plus size person. I am 5 feet 4 inches tall, and today I weigh 328 pounds. I wear US women's sizes 26 or a 4X. That was a fun, zippy little ride, and it's definitely a great ride as a sort of first roller coaster ride for your kids. If you want to get on this ride with your kids and you're a plus size person, you may be able to do it. Now, remember, I wear a size 26 in US women's sizes. That would be a 28 in UK sizes. And I carry most of my weight in my hips and belly, where the lap bar would come down. So when I first boarded the ride, it does have a certain number of clicks that has to come down. I don't know what the exact number is, but they have a sensor at the ride controls where they can tell it needs to go down further. And the car that I was in wasn't working, but they had a car that they felt had a little bit more generous lap bar, so they released the bar for me. I got up and I went and got into another car, and I had someone assist me to make sure that it went down all the clicks that it needed to go. Now for me, it helped for me to stand up a tiny bit and push my booty into the far back of the seat so they could push it down one last click. The lap bar on this ride is a shared lap bar with a T bar down the middle. That means you have to get your legs inside of the T, the part of the T that you're on. So if you have really big legs like mine, it can be a little bit uncomfortable. And if you happen to be a tall person, there's not a lot of leg room in this ride. In fact, my knees were right up against the front of the ride. The lap bar only goes down as far as the largest person in the seat. However, they have bolsters that are available that they can wrap around the lap bar if your child is much smaller than you, and that will hold your kid a little more safely in the seat. I was not ashamed of having to move from one car to another where there was a seat that was a little more accommodating for me. There is a sort of a privacy screen up along the whole way where people are getting on and off the ride. No one could really see me as I exited one vehicle and got into another. The few people who did witness it were so busy with their kids and their own lives that they didn't really notice me at all. I have to say, I was very impressed with the hosts and hostesses on this ride and how lovely they were to me, and trying to make sure that I got to enjoy this ride and have a great time and do so safely. So kudos to Busch Gardens. Your people here are amazing. They really do want to make sure that you have a lot of fun. Something else to note, inside the queue there is a turnstile. I was able to get through that turnstile without any issues. I just turned a little bit sideways and I made it through without any problems. But right directly next to the turnstile is a gate that you can open to get through. Now there was no host or hostess there to open that gate for me, but I got a picture of it here for you. It's pretty easy to open on your own, and if you feel like you can't get through that turnstile or you don't even want to bother trying, which I don't blame you, go ahead and use the accessible gate. And don't go away yet. There's still some more great Busch Gardens videos for you. I have a whole playlist of videos to watch that are going to help you plan the most wonderful vacation for you and your family. Till I see you the next time, remember, life is a roller coaster. Enjoy the ride.